This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only, and anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Listen, between 2021 and 2023, Zelle users have lost $320 million to Zelle scams. And Bank of America, JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Capital One, US Bank, and Truist Bank have been refusing to return the funds to the customers who are being scammed. And the reason or the justification for this is they are being very vague on what an unauthorized transaction is. If the transaction is unauthorized, then the banks are on the hook for the money. So what these 5 banks are doing is they have become very, very vague with the way Zelle determines what an unauthorized transaction is, which means that they don't define it, and they don't define it on purpose to justify keeping the funds or not reimbursing the funds. And I'm going to tell you something, and this is just my opinion. When there's fraud and the bank is notified, you might not get that money back, but I believe the banks are getting that money back. They're just not giving it back to the customers. And I'm going to tell you why. And you guys just utilize your basic common sense for a second. In order to use Zelle, you have to have a real bank account, okay? And in order to have a real bank account, what do you need to do? You need to go into the bank with identification to verify who you are, or verify your business with a social security number or EIN number. The banks verify that this information is correct, and then they open that bank account for you. So if some fraud is involved and money went from Chase bank account to Bank of America bank account, they know exactly where the money went. They have full control of the money. So therefore, they can return that money if they want. I believe, and this is just my opinion, based on how I know banks work, these are not international banks where the money disappears in some foreign country. These are American banks. So when you send a Zelle payment from Bank of America to JP Morgan, or from Truist to PNC or something like that, the bank knows exactly where the money went, and they know exactly who opened the account. So even if there's fraud, the bank can freeze the account right away and hold the money while the dispute is being resolved. But the banks are not doing that. The banks are telling the people who sent the money that the money is lost, the money is gone, to the tune of $320 million between 2021 and 2023. I believe the banks have a majority of the money, okay? I believe the banks have a majority of that $320 million, and they're keeping it to help with their liquidity issues, because it is absolutely impossible for somebody to send a Zelle payment from Bank of America to Chase, and then Chase doesn't know where the money is. When the person who opened the Chase account had to have ID, had to have a social security number, or had to have an EIN number, and some kind of official business like an LLC or a corporation statement from the state that it's registered in. So when the banks claim that the money is gone, that the money disappeared, that they have no idea where the money is, I say that's nonsense. I say the banks are in on it. That's just my opinion. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think that if you send money from Bank of America to Chase using Zelle, that somehow Chase has no idea where the Zelle money went? Or do you think they're keeping the money to help with all their liquidity issues and leaving the customers to hold the bag? Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.